Hi there, my name's James, and if you got the time, I got the games. Chapter 2 is a lot more cutscenes than it
Centuries have
is
passed,
anything else.
but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to preserve the balance between man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true? Did the Lord Chancellor fight by Arthur's side?
That is the legend.
Today, that balance is threatened with grave upset by a new contagion. The rebellion. As long as its campaign of anarchy and terror is allowed to continue, the plague of lichen infestation that has infected our city will only grow more intolerable.
Well, the Lord Chancellor will thus agree to the urgency of a mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
When the noble Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius, he did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know.
I don't know if it's because of the widescreen aspect ratio, but notice how small the subtitles are. If you watch any videos of this game on a mobile device, I don't know how you could possibly read that.
Vigilant together, lest our ranks be poisoned by those who seek the destruction of all we hold sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers?
It would appear so.
Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay.
The nays have it. This council
What?
is dismissed.
Seriously?
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something.
Okay, the direction it starts us off, you can see those three guys are blocking the way, so we have to walk all the way around the table.
You cannot deny that there is some truth to what Percival has said.
Need I remind you of your place, Lady Egwene? Who are you to question the Council's wisdom?
Yes, Lord Chancellor.
Okay, so for chapters like this, and most of the chapters anyway, you have to kind of stop looking at it as a game. It's really just a movie. And we walk down the hall, we come out this way, go straight into another cutscene.
With this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
As you wish.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch? Sir Lucan.
Would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you would permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival.
Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
That what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
Officially?
You have my thanks, Cylinder.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the night
Okay, this one's off the books. That will be the next chapter, which I really like the next chapter.
Well, we're going in.
Most excellent.
When do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your brother sought fit to permit us a reconnaissance. Secure the necessary materials. Isabeau, a word.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is it, Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Igraine were adopted by him, yes?
Yes, they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they had much of a choice, really.
Plaisir, monsieur.
Friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my
Absolutely.
sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
Well, you say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
Yeah, I got a feeling very few people tell her what to do.
Always at your service, Sir Galahad.
Okay, here's my guy, Nikola Tesla.
Ah, Tesla.
This guy was one of the reasons why I was looking forward to this game in the first place. Not just the whole Knights of the Round Table thing. One of history's most fascinating characters, and his feud with Thomas Edison is well documented.
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so.
And as it turns out, he was the one who was the more brilliant.
Any further news of the trouble in Grosvenor Square?
Police are investigating. And investigating.
Lycans, on the United India Company's front doorstep. What do you make of it?
Mayfair isn't what it used to be.
And no one can say that Thomas Edison wasn't extremely influential and brilliant as well. But just in the last 15 years or so, Nikola Tesla was discovered to be about 100 years ahead of his time.
Of my new experiments. In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Okay, let's go play with all his gadgets. And be careful. And even if we didn't want to be careful, there's a fire extinguisher right over there. And here's our first collectible.
Nicola, how fares your friend Edison these days?
Thomas and I are not on speaking terms. The man is an idiot.
Notice the beard and horns he drew on him. Very cool. This part of the level right here is the shortest.
Quite an antique. Hard to believe we ever use these communicators.
The shortest part where there's just a little bit of exploration, and the rest of it was all cutscenes, as you see.
More gibberish to me. Nicola. You sly dog.
Yep, all sizes, plump and petite. A splendid bargain. Very nice. Okay, the actual objective that we're supposed to go to is right on the other side of this pillar. Of course, we're going to have to wait for Nicola.
Sir Galahad.
That's me.
Please, this way.
Okay, this is an introduction to a new gadget. Looking forward to using this.
Interesting. This device allows you to convert between Edison's inefficient direct current and my superior alternating current. Quite handy for overloading and incapacitating certain electrical systems.
Yep, Tesla's alternating current actually was the more superior.
Transformer and rectifier outfitted with some brass clips to enhance the design. Oh, and a fine leather carrying case. Inside each tube is a small quantity of mercury. When the mercury is properly aligned, the device becomes operational. Please, try it.
Yep, this is pretty cool. You're supposed to hit the L3 and R3 and line these up, and if you don't hit it just right, yeah, it gives you a little jolt.
Ah.
You never cease to amaze, Nicola.
I'd appreciate your expert opinion on my latest whimsy.
Tesla doesn't seem to be like overly eccentric here, which is what he is known for in history. He was a really eccentric character.
Here.
S684 marksman carbine. Impressive.
I've always had a good eye for craftsmanship. I've outfitted this one with a telescopic sight. It's ideal for long-range shooting. I would be honored if you would test its efficacy.
With pleasure.
But I do like sniper rifles. I didn't used to so much, but the more games I play, the more I get used to it. Okay, you want to hit it in the center, obviously. Very nice.
Never cease to amaze me.
One more time. Okay, now when you hit R3, you go into telescopic sight. You hit L3 and you hold your breath.
Some muffling might be in order as well.
I'll attend to it immediately. So, are there any other of my children that you would like to meet?
The offer's tempting, but I must return to the others.
Of course. Oh, the monocular that General Lafayette requested is over there on the table.
I'll see that he gets it.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. My name is James, and if you got the time, I got the games. Thank you guys so much for watching.